guys, it's Dangly Bob here again, and we are back at Astroneer, and I'm just having a quick look at having inadvertently got to the core and then got back again, which worked sort of relatively well in our favour. I am going to wonder what to do next, because there's a bunch of different things we can do. There's a bunch of things which I want to try and look at. And a couple of things we haven't got into is the portable oxygenator here. I'd love to know what that does because I haven't played with that. And but this requires nanocarbon alloy. So then clicking into here, finding out the nanocarbon alloy needs titanium alloy, which we can do. Titanium alloy and helium, which we can't do at the moment. So titanium alloy, yeah, titanium, graphene and nitrogen. That's fine, we've got that. But helium we haven't got. So having do need that one up into here. Where do we get helium from? Let's have a look. So hydrogen, nitrogen, nothing on to solo. Calidor, hydrogen, sulfur. Haven't got sulfur yet, so perhaps we need to set something up on Calidor. Hydrogen, argon, nitrogen, hydrogen, methane, glacios, argon, helium. It's time to go to nitrox then, and in nitrox we need methane, nitrogen. So I need to build some stuff to take to. Yeah, I need to kit out. What we definitely need, well, I definitely need some more of this. What's this? Hydrogen, and I have an oxygenator in there already, but I need all the other things. What's that up there? That's a medium printer. Okay, so there's a medium printer. A small printer I could probably build while I'm there. And yeah, I'm going to gather a few, try and kit myself out a little bit better for visiting, particularly Atrox, which is the most difficult planet, the hardest, toughest, meanest planet there is. Another thing I might try and do as well is I've got my truck over here. I've got my tractor, but I'm still missing my medium rover, but that's, downstairs somewhere. I did come across one the other day, and then I've sort of lost another one in the caverns down below. Not much chance of bringing it back, it's probably easy just to build another one. And the other thing as well was that down in the centre, you probably saw it, there's a bit of a problem, or a bit of an anomaly with, there's another node appeared. Now I've got the centre node, there's another node. So I want to investigate that, and I can't show you it from here. And the other thing was, what was it? Oh yeah, I suppose we ought to go and have a look at some of the nodes on some of the other planets and investigate those. But plenty to do. So I am going to, as said, get rid of some of this junk I'm still carrying, sort out the stuff I brought back from the centre of the Earth, because I don't think I did that. The centre of De Solo. Yeah, no, still all here, and we'll bring it back. Okay, so we are out here in space again, and I was going to do a big sort of dramatic, and here we are on the outskirts of Atrox. But actually, I've got an unidentified ice cream here. Okay, it says unidentified satellite, but this is, I recognise this symbol, and it struck me as looking a little like an ice cream, or maybe one of those squirrely snail shells or something. Anyway, I'm sure it hasn't been out here before, but when we went to the core, so we're going to go and zoom out here a minute, going to have a look at this satellite a minute, on the way, if you like. So we'll, it's quite interesting. It has got landing points. It's a sort of squirrely, pyramid-y thing. I wonder. If I knew I was going to go and visit a satellite, I perhaps brought a couple of those pink things around. But I haven't got those pink things. Ooh. Okay, so I can access all the platforms from here. So look at... I really don't... Can I fall off? Can I fall off? Good point, actually. Can I fall off? What happens if I do? I have a lot of stuff in me. What happens if I jump in here? It makes me a weird noise. Oh, there is Oh, right. Yeah, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like 7 of those things. Does that make sense? And then there's a node thing for me to look at here. Oddstone classified miserable. Miserable. Ooh. Oh. It's okay. Sorry, there's a lot of oohing and ahhing. Perhaps I ought to play the game and then record it, and then you wouldn't get so much oohing and ahhing. These dim node interior, dim node interior, dim node origin node, cosmic elevation. Well, this is the cosmic elevation, if you like. So yeah, this is interesting. And then does it get me? Oh, just trying to think which one. I mean, this. Yes, no. See, I could bright node interior elevation activate from here. That's silver. That's the one I've got to. They're bright because I've discovered them, and I'm dim because I should have known this before. So this is the one we're at. The origin node. That means the one we're at. Cosmic elevation means it's this funny satellite in space. If I go and activate all the nodes on all the planets, I can travel between the planets without having to use a spaceship. Can't get a kit, but, you know, useful if I wanted to go and grab 8 thingies or whatever. Now, this is where I need the portable O2 oxygenator, because that means I can travel. I'm not required to be tethered to something. Or I can put oxygenators down on each of the nodes so I can get oxygen there, or at least make the bases close to nodes. Oh, there's so much I could do with this. If I move the base to a node, I've got instant travel around. I don't have to travel to a node to get... Oh, that's a big project for Silver. Move everything over to a node. You can do it because I can take that landing pad with me. I've always thought I didn't need 2 landing pads there, but anyway, that's a different project for another day. Oh, no, get back in again. Go on, back in. So, off to Atrox. Yes, right, where is Atrox? Somewhere around. Go on, get into orbit. Assuming I've got to, come out of view again. Silver, Calidor, Atrox. I've lost which planets I actually need to go and visit, but perhaps I don't need to visit all. That would be nice to visit all. That'd be excellent end game. So, imagine we hadn't sat at that little weird satellite. And we will restart this scene. Here we are, on the outskirts of Atrox, in orbit, looking for a suitable landing site, which actually there seem to be very few and far between. There is a node under that cloud there, but I can't actually see. Oh, there's one over there. Can't actually see under the clouds particularly well. Be really nice. There we are. Go over there. Actually choosing a landing site which is on the north or south poles would be quite nice, because I should be able to see those a lot better than having to go around. Go on, are you just going to land on? You're going to put me back into orbit again, aren't you? I just noticed this a couple of times, a little glitch where it doesn't actually land you, just sticks you back into orbit. So we'll have another go. I'm on the dark side of the moon. There we go. Right. Well, let's land there, because that is really close to a node there. And if I set up a base there, that would be really useful in future when I want to come to a hostile planet and not actually do a lot, or spend a lot of time here. Achievement unlocked. I feel sick. Yes. Right. Let's just let the plants render in, because I'm expecting this to be quite a hostile planet, and I don't want to leap out and die immediately, because that would be rather embarrassing. So we'll also wouldn't mind waiting for the sun to come up. Just leap out at the minute. So some of these funny little ones. I'm sure that's a nasty plant. And I'm sure there's lots of nasty things here. There's a nice little wind turbine generator there. This would be a bonus. So let's get a couple of things set up. I had bought a couple of these, so let's unpack these. I want to make a bit of a flat area as well, so... is that something attacking me? It is. I don't know quite what it's doing, but it's not being very nice about it. Might have to clear the area of some plants before I actually start doing anything else. So let's just move that over there. Get my tool out. Find a nice flat area. Don't know whether this is true flat or not. Lots of organic here, so actually if I'm running short on power, that's the word I'm looking for. Right, that'll do to start with. Let's place this down and let's get some power stuff onto it, just in case it starts getting windy or sunny. Actually, I'll take some of this down as well, because it's getting a little difficult to get up. There we go. Right, and I want some of that. Oh, there's a little bit of wind. I did pack a battery, so that's fine. Got the atmospheric condenser, that's the main reason we're here, I think. It's a large platform C, we'll definitely need that, so let's get that unpacked and set up. Unpack that, put that on top of it, and unpack that. Let's plug that in to here. Go on, you will plug in, I know you will. Let's turn you around so I can see, and we'll get you methane, nitrogen, sulfur, helium. I think it's helium we wanted. 25 parts per unit here. PPU. Assuming it's parts per unit. Oh, running low on oxygen, so let's top that up as well. I've got another base unit here, so let's have that. Just put it there for the minute. And I want to flatten this area out here just a little bit more. Excellent. I don't know what I want to put on this unit, but I suppose I could put... Well, I've got my soil centrifuge. That will take up the whole of that. I want a bit of storage for that, really, so I need another big platform. Did I not make... Didn't make a bigger platform. Let's take that out for a minute. Let's put that down there. I did make a medium printer, so let's put that there for the mo. And actually, I need a little printer, so brought some other stuff with me. I'm not sure what that's. Loads of compound over there. Oh, and some other stuff over there as well. What I've got here, that's the medium battery, so that would be really useful. So let's take the soil centrifuge off of there. Take that, let's unpack it. Put the battery on there, pack that so it can store a bit of power. Probably going to need more than one battery here, to be honest. Just in case we get a little excess power. I'm going to take some of this helium back with me once do it. Probably do another one of these, one for helium and one for whatever the other gas is I'm not producing here. That's the one I want. And I want 3 resin, so I'm going to dash over there, grab some resin. Hopefully not find a... Good. Perhaps we'll ditch some of this here for a minute. Extenders I can leave. Oh, I do need to put that down. Let's put that over there. Definitely need one of those. Oh, I've got a little printer. Did I make... Oh, because I made a little printer. That's fine. Let's put that there. Attach that as well. Go on, attach. Attach. There. And yeah, what else was I ditching? Don't need that, don't need that. Possibly could do with some power. Let's ditch the other. And possibly... Yeah, let's lay a tether trail over there. Ooh, that could do with... Yeah, need a little platform. Must find out what that RTG does at some point as well. Right, okay, well let's go and get some... Just slowly, keep an eye out for... Oh, there's a power unit up there, a power cell. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. No. You are definitely going. There we go. Get rid of you. Grab that detritus and just leave it there. The research item I don't actually need. I'll grab that power cell. That's what I'm after. Right, get rid of those. Spot any more of those, let me know. Should we take a couple of these research items home, because they're probably worth quite a bit on this planet. So let's ditch that one over there. No, come on, up over the hill. Grab that one. Perhaps it's not dug out properly. There we go. Pull that out. Got a little battery here, that might be useful. There's this wind generator as well. Well, remember, let's plug that in. Oh! What is that? What is it? I don't mind telling you, this is a bit scary. Let's get rid of that one there. Oh, crikey, it makes big holes. I'm going to cover that up. Something squirting stuff at me, but I can't tell where it is. Right. Ah, of course, the old battery will not charge if you do not connect it. So there we go, that's will work for that. I do believe I could probably get that to plug into there as well. Let's not waste this wind power, so let's get one of those. Plug that into there. I can now hear things moving. Well, the generator going anyway. I don't have... Well, I do have a slot. I could put a battery in there. Excellent. So I do need to refill with O2. Put those in there, and let's get some tethers out towards this area over here. Will you tether to the spaceship? You will tether to the spaceship, that's alright. Excellent. So, let's take that storage, that unit there. Get some more of this. Oh, okay, I'm full. Should have dropped some of this off, but there we go. Tell you what, we'll drop those here, because I always come and pick them up in a minute. Now I can pick up these, stack them over. So I'm just going to get a few bits together, I'll bring you back. Okay, we're back, and I've got one, I think it's methane I've made. Decided what, helium is what I'm doing. And then I'm going to sort of take back a couple of these. There's lots of sulphur here. If I look at this, you see sulphur's 25 ppU. I wanted methane actually. It's probably better to make it here than elsewhere. I do have a problem with power though. So I think probably what we need is perhaps a shelter here. A shelter would make me feel nice and secure, give me somewhere to go. If we do get storms, I've been keeping an eye out for storms, but actually no sign of storms yet. But yeah, what I have done is put the oxygenator over on the end here. I can't see I'm going to want both of those there. This is struggling. Oh, there we go. There's some sulphur. Let's take that back with us. Sulphur gas. Marvellous. Okay. I haven't found anything I want sulphur for yet, but no doubt we will. And yeah, I think what we need is this solar array here. I need something that's going to generate a lot of power when the sun is out, and I think the solar array might be to do with that. There is no big version of, you know, we've done the extra large platform, we've had a look at that, we've had a look at that, but there's no big version of the of a wind array, if you like. It's just the solar array, so I'm guessing that's probably going to come out in another patch somewhere. I'm just going to wait till we get another sulphur, then I'll bung this helium back in and we'll get 2 helium, and I'm going to leave it setting and run for helium, because if I fill up the whole lot with helium, all well and good. What I was going to do as well is just fill up some of these with, actually I need to put those in there just to keep that. In fact, we're going to want to pull that one out. Let's put that one in there and pull that one down onto there. Been had a quick look over here. There isn't anything dangerous over here as such, so I'm happy with that for the minute. Not that I can get to it, and I think the only way I'm going to get that activated is probably bring a couple of generators next time I come. So yeah, big generators needed. So generators, solar array, and bung these so we just don't make a load of stuff we don't need. Bung some resources on this side. That way, when it's finished making, I'm going to need 20 odd helium. I don't know whether I can trade it, to be honest. There's a thought. But yeah, put some resources in there. And we'll keep that going for the minute. See, I'm going to take back 4 of these. Discover what sort of research total they give us. And I don't know, let's have a quick look. Was there anything here underground? I haven't dug down underground yet, because it might be a little scary. There are primary none, secondary none, so it is just the gases here. So perhaps another gas generator or gas atmospheric condenser. So yeah, do I dig down and have a look? I suppose I could try, couldn't I? The trouble is, it's the power. I am running a little low on power. Come on, one more, and then I can turn you back to helium. Let me show you just over here while I'm here. Oh, these things. I dug over here, mainly just try and fill up those oxygen things, and yeah, this sprouts He's here. It's bad in the way of research. Not that we need lots of research, but definitely a little different. But no, I dug out one of these and they just sat there. I'm just wondering if they grew into something different. But let's come over here. In fact, can I build more tethers? Yeah, let's chuck a couple of tethers over here. Leap up there? No, it won't leap up there. Right, let's just build. Let's just go up a little. Build a little ramp. There we go. Up. Come on, come on. Okay, fine. You don't want to do it that way. Let's do this. No, I didn't want to do that. Okay, let's do. No, I didn't want to do that either. Finger problems all over the place today. Let's hit that. Build a ramp up like that. Off. There we go. Right, now we can go harness only a little step. So yeah, a couple of generators up here. Doesn't look to be any different. This is a different plant over here. I don't know whether this is dangerous or not. It's laughing. You're going to explode at me? You're going to what? Go on. Oh yes. No, that's a little dangerous then. So let's explode that one. Some little research items here. Oh, they'd stop rolling around. I might be able to research them. No, can't research them. We'll need the research station. Dig this out a little so I can perhaps get to the other side of it. Perhaps I don't need to get to the other side of it, but let's just chuck that over there for a minute. Try not to plant it. So yeah, nothing overly dangerous this way. Cleared that out. I'm just going to head over here. I'll grab this and we'll change this back to helium. Oh, except I've got no power now. Come on, come on. It's not going to want to do it until we get a little bit of power. Anyway, so I think what's it called? A helium. 2 helium, 2 sulfur. I'm going to go back to the home planet. I'll bring it back. Okay, we're back on silver. Let's bung one of these. So look at, I've got 26,000 bytes, and to be honest there's not a lot of research left, so I'm really just doing this out of interest as to how much this is. Okay, 1440 bytes for that one, and let's try one of these green spiky ones. These look familiar from the original, or the beta, alpha, whatever. 3,500 bytes, so nothing quite. I was expecting a little bit more, because when we pulled them off of Glacio they were 7,000 for the mechanical one, but perhaps I can find, mechanical research and find it's more. But 1440 was about right for that. Anyway, let's bung these over here. So, worth perhaps keeping some research in the bank, because we're setting up another research station on. Well, we've got one on Glacio, I know, but how are we doing for fuel? I've got one empty. That's great because I've got full fuel over here, pre-made. Also, that's yeah. I was waiting for this helium to finish, and there was just no sunshine, no wind. Excuse me, I've got hiccups. Yeah, no sunshine, no wind. Go on, get in there. And it just took forever. Took forever. I was waiting for a reasonable amount of time. What is that? What is that running over here that I can hear? Is it this? Somebody did say these make a lot of noise even when they're not actually running. Which is annoying. Let's just take these 2 helium, stick these over here as well. Perhaps make another hydrazine while I'm here. There we go. And I want to go back and perhaps sort out the power over on, only because it's annoying me. Let's take those off there as well. Perhaps take another big battery over there. Mind you, it doesn't matter the size of the batteries, it's not charging up the one battery I've got over on Atrox at the moment. So, but I do need, at some point we need to get out of the core and we need to get some more of these, I'm assuming these geometric triptychs. Triptychs. But, right, let's shove this on there, and that on there, and another one on there. And that's helium, that's methane. I'm running a bit short on, oh no, there's another methane there. Trying to keep track of the gases is going to be a bit of a problem, maybe. Maybe not. That's argon, that's argon, that's argon. Right, let's just rearrange all these a little. The trouble is they don't rearrange themselves. That's a steel I've made and I can't remember why I made it now. Let's pull that out and put that there. And I'm going to look at a shelter, which is easy. 2 plastic and 2 silicon, so we can make those. So 2 plastic. Silicon is methane, and I want a resin, 2 resin and 2 quartz. So 2 resin. Crikey, need some more resin. That's easily done. I can get resin. Drop a hat from here. Let's move those across to there and shove those. I need to go back onto here. Don't know quite why they're there, but let's chuck some resin. Resin. And I want to get into the trade platform as well, so maybe we'll do the trade platform before we head back, but we'll see how things pan out. Now we're going to spin up some of this, make some materials. I'll bring you back. So we're back. I'm just spinning up some more ammonium because we've run out of hydrazine because I needed it. But come into here, we're going to get the shelter going. And then I've got a plastic and a graphene. Let's run over here and start another one of those off. It's going to take a little while, but we've got plenty of power. Well, having said that, the old battery's draining away. Perhaps I need some more batteries. I probably could do with a couple more big batteries, to be honest. I could probably do with. Tell you what, let's move that down here. Put that there. Let's plug that into. Go on, there as well. Let's make a couple more batteries. There we go. Batteries were zinc and lithium. So we've got that as titanium, zinc, lithium. Oh, backpack's full. We've got the backpack. Stuff for that. Right. Copper. No. Where did that copper... no, zinc. Zinc. There we go. Zinc. I thought I had another zinc in there. Oh, it is. Of course I have. Zinc. Lithium. What am I doing? I don't want to put them in there. You. Right, okay. Dear oh dear, right, medium battery. Let's get that going. And then pull that out. There's that zinc. Pull that out. Close that down, close that down. How's that habitat doing? The little house is doing fine. Just a quick thought, because of the sinking sound problem I got with vehicles, trying to top these up with that, the big rover, was a nightmare. The thing just sank into the ground as quick as anything. It's unbelievable. I can't do that because my backpack's full. So yeah, it was just stupidly, ridiculously difficult. Unpack that. And let's make another one. Why? Because you're stood in the way of it, that's why. Yeah, so you know, it'd be really good to pack it full. If I was going to dig my way down to the, I don't even go right down to the core anymore. I could just go halfway up and then dig my way out with the in the way it was doing it. You know, up a slope, which would be one way of doing it, but it just seems to be quicker to actually just let's pack that one as well. It just seems to be quicker to do it normally, as it were. So now I seem to be out of power. That's why that's taken a long time. Come on, where's the wind? Okay, so I've got to wait for the power to come back. Okay, I'll bring you back.